When you already install your VC admin and you launch the app, it will kick you to this page, and there will be a prompt to ask for password. It's the root password of your computer, right? Of your computer.
Root password of my computer, so the same one I use when I log in.
Yes. So that's the default password, and there you will, hopefully you will have a group of server, say localhost like this, okay? Localhost, or you have to set up by yourself. Create server, and then name localhost. In here, localhost pop 5432, and the username you should name it Postgres. It's okay, or a different name, different username. For I already have my name is Sierra already, and here's my password, hello world, and click save, and then save here. You will have a list of server. You should close. Yes, you have a list of server. Right now I only have one, and inside my local host I have a list of databases, 13. In here, the one I just created just now is that Loyboy. Inside that Loyboy, you go to schema. Inside schema, you go to public. Inside public, you go to tables. Right? Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Inside your table, you have a bunch of tables, comments, live posts, and user. In order to query fast, you can run a query like this, or you want to see all the entries from the table user, click on this icon. You see all the entries, right? And here the editor, so that you can enter your query commands. And then after you're done, you click on this one. Like for example, you cannot run a query, and here select star from user, run it, and now you can see it. This default user for the table user. That's why I told you it's a name like a different name for user. Let's try with pause. Okay, you see all the entries. You can even update or delete here. So you don't need to do it with the CLI at all. So whenever you update your database from your Python code, right? For example, you migrate and then upgrade, you add a new table, you will not see it here unless you click on this, refresh it, and you will see a new table. It's like how SQLite works on your Python, on your VS Code editor. You have to refresh it in order to see the new table or new columns, always. Remember it, because like many people have run into that problem, like they said, okay, I create new table, I create new column, why don't I see it here? I just refresh it and they see it, right? Okay, what else? Create a new rows of user, new group of user, or create a new row, something like this. I have Sierra, I have admin, I have Qua. What if I want to create a new one? No, I cannot. Where? What the hell?
You give you a file.
Just go to this one, I think. Create server. Here. Where I should be able to create new. Create.
File up top.
Where?
Role and service is down there.
Here. So you have to select from the list that we already create. But right now I want to create a new one. A new group of user. It's weird.
Can you create it directly from the query editor? I think so. That's why it's called query editor for a reason, right?
Yeah. let's try.
Yeah, but you think they just
But
like-
you should be able to create here. When you right click on this, there should be like a try it. Try on yours.
Okay.
Okay, what if I do it here? It doesn't make sense. Create.
Add a user, click add to add a new role.
Huh? I do have a different one than him.
Yeah, he can.
I say I see login create login. Huh.
It's weird. Maybe I'm logged in as a different user. Maybe. How the hell do I log out? Shit.
Okay, it doesn't matter that much, guys. Like this tool, you guys need to know one day whenever you guys step your game up. But just know that there are many tools to access your database. And for us, the only way that we're going to be accessing our database and our API is doing something like user.query.get.all or user.query.get or filter by email. That's how we're going to access that data in our API. We're going to make some database calls using SQL Alchemy syntax. What Kwa's showing you is that like the SQLite tool that VS Code is not as sophisticated as PG admin. And long term, you guys will need to learn a more sophisticated one. If you guys want to be dope.
Man, I should have just installed it with Postgres, with Homebrew. Okay, but basically you should be able to create a new group of user, just like on Loi computers, and then use that user to connect to your database. If you want to delete the database, you can do the same thing. Right click on the database and then delete it. Okay, let's try with this. Go here. Go here. For example, delete this one. Delete and drop. Or you just want to delete a table. Same thing. Delete it. Right. That's it. And then we're gonna deploy to Heroku. Heroku login. Electricity. No. Okay, go to our app. Cancel it. And then here I should create a database on my Heroku first. Create an app. Let's call it .loy boy. I'm gonna choose my regions. Yes. Create app. Dollar boy is available. Okay. Here's some basic instructions. You log in. You CD to your project. You add this one. Add a remote. Okay. I'm gonna add my remote here. Okay, done. Now I'm gonna check it. Wait. Git remote-v. I didn't. Indeed, I have that boy now. Okay.
So notice what's going on in this URL. Okay. Can you show that one more time?
My URL.
Git remote-v. Notice how right here that the URL says git.heroku. And then the path is saying, hey, here's some resource here, okay? So basically just know that Heroku.com is configured to accept push requests. And then look at the URL, it's git.heroku.com, you're making a git request. The resource here is going to be an app, okay? So now we need to push to that place in a little bit, in just a second. We're gonna do some more.
Okay. Git commit deploy git push Heroku. Now before I push it to Heroku, I need to set up my database there first. Okay, blah 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 blah. Right. Resources. Resources. Search for Postgres. Heroku Postgres here. Click. Okay. Here's my plan. Free. Add this add-on to our app. Okay, we have it. Click on it to open the setting windows. Blah, blah, blah. It's quite slow. She is doing a bunch of things here. Right. Okay, here's the maximum entries, 10,000 rows. Okay, go to settings, view credentials. And here you have the host, the domain. It's the domain, the database name, the username, the password, and here's the full URI. Gotta copy that first for later use. Okay. Now go back to our app. Settings. Set up our config var. Environment here. By default, it's there already. Look at this. It's already there by default, right? So I'm gonna copy this, and then I'm gonna go here and replace this one. There is the database URL. No.
Yeah, Heroku. Yes,
Yeah, here. Change this one. So basically, this line called me like, okay, flask app on your Heroku, the live version. Okay, go get the environment variable local SQL pSQL. If there's no short variable, okay, get this one, right? And actually, on your real server, on your Heroku server, you actually have that variable database URL. Okay. And then what else? You have the database. You have everything. Next step. Pip freeze. And then you have to freeze the requirements file. Requirements. Bam. Okay, basically this step is like you make a copy, a snapshot of all the libraries you have installed, and then put it inside your requirements file here. And then when you deploy to Heroku will read this file and then install all the libraries for you. You also have to create a new file called block file. Inside that, just one line of code. Web unicorn app. Means like, okay, you tell Heroku, hello, my web server, run this. Unicorn is like a WSGI is like a web server. What is it? What's G here? Right?
Say again?
Web server. Z stand for what? I forgot.
Gateway interface.
Oh, gateway interface. Yeah.
This is basically a tool which will like kind of like what we showed you guys a second ago with Qual's. Can you show them like world's great to do app? Show them the same route. His application that the server that he spent a lot of fucking time learning how to configure. He has one app living at todo.great.dev, and then he has a different app. Right? Do you have another app living there?
What's great there?
Okay, so one app lives on caffeine.great.dev, and then the other app lives on to-do-great.dev. So this WebSocket Gateway interface is a different tool, which is basically kind of figure us out like how to show the correct app at the correct URI. And we have to configure it according to Heroku. We're using this tool, Heroku. It does a lot of magical things for us, but it cannot do everything. We need to configure it correctly. Otherwise, our deployment will fail.
All right.
So, not to get sidetracked, but just WebSocket Gateway interface is basically a tool that does that.
So basically, connect your web server with your web app. Okay. You only have one web server, but you have multiple web apps. What else? Okay. This lab code is very important. And the block file, you name it P block file with the capital P, right? In your root folder, you must have it. In your root folder, the name has to be exact.
Did you generate that now?
Yeah, it's from Lloyd. His board already have it. So basically, create a new file and then name it block file, and put this lab code there. Save it. Hopefully it works. Git status git add git commit. Call it update requirements tst. Then git push Heroku master. Then wait. Look at this. It's different from GitHub, right? It detect Heroku detect our app is a Python app. Okay, and then you install all the libraries. Python 3.6.9 is the version of Python on Heroku. Blah blah blah. Install a bunch of things. Done this. Done that. Before that, there's something wrong with the cycle library, but now it's gone. Right. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Done. The whole size of your app is like 48 megabytes. Okay, that's deployed. Now you're gonna copy this URL. It's there. Right away. Let's say I want to see gmail.com 23 I'll say okay here. Awesome. It's live. You can go to this website and then check it.
Copy and paste it for them.
This one?
Yeah.
And then
And paste it in Discord. He just deployed this to production, okay? You guys think it's easy, but it's going to be very difficult. Guarantee you every one of you runs into problems.
see on the pins.
And obviously, every one of us can access it, and every one of you can now write to a production database. Okay? It's a production database. It's not the database running on his computer. If he turns off his computer, this app will still be running. Okay? So far, none of you guys know how to do that. He just showed us how to do that.
One quick note: the more libraries you have, like the more chance you will run into error when you deploy. Because not like all libraries work well with 3.6.8 version of Python. Okay. Every library have their own dependencies, and those dependencies are not up to date. Some of them work with Python 2, and it's not updated to work with Python 3. So please take note.
Are you able to change the domain name?
Of the app?
Yeah.
Could you give you your own domain?
Of course. Yeah. Let's go to us. Right there.
Domain.
Add domain.
You can even add a custom.
It's almost exactly like a Netlify, almost exactly the same.
You want to be one of the right dev?
Okay, I'll be one of the great devs of the world.
All right. cname that Loy boy looks weird. Save it. Okay. That Loy boy dot right. Okay, your Flask app cannot provide a secure connections. It's weird.
So it takes a little bit more configuration. The process Quad just showed is more complicated. But right now we just got to get Heroku to host it. Okay, we'll get Heroku to host it and the database. Remember, basically we configured this company called Heroku to open up a web application running Flask and running a database for us, and it's just constantly alive for us now.
Okay. Actually, when I ping to that loyboy.rec.dev, I'm pinging to this Heroku DNS, right? As you can see. So basically, I'm successfully connect my domain with where is it? With this domain. All right, back to domain. Okay, I have that loyboy.rec.dev. But for some reason, I need to enable my SSL certificate. In order to do that, I have to upgrade my account. Maybe I'll just config automatically. Blah 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 blah. Right, what the hell is it? I prefer doing it on my VPS. Just annoying. So that's how it goes. Okay, any questions? Just do it, yeah.